One of the best days we had, I think, was the day when we weighed that aircraft. And related to that, I want to talk about some of the terminology that went with that. The first thing I want to talk about is the idea of center of gravity. The center of gravity is a balance point at which the weight is balanced, or where we find out, given the weight distribution on the plane, where that center is. Your aircraft manual will tell you where it's supposed to be. So for the plane to fly in level flight, your center of gravity has to be within a certain range on that aircraft. The plane that we looked at, when we weighed it, if it weighed less than 1,800 pounds, the center of gravity should have been somewhere between 107.8 inches to 118.3 inches from the datum. Which leads us to our next point, the idea of a datum. The manufacturer, when they design the aircraft, pick a point in space, could be on the aircraft, could be in front of the aircraft, but they choose it, from which we'll make all of our horizontal measurements based on the aircraft being in level flight. So on our plane, the datum was in front of the aircraft, and all of our measurements along the aircraft were based on that datum point. And measurements along there are called an arm, the distance from the datum. So for instance, when we put the jacks up, we had the scales right underneath the wing at the weighing points. The manufacturer's manual told us that that weighing point was 129.4 inches from the datum. So the arm of that weighing point was 129.4 inches. From that, given that we know the measurement of the datum, or distance from the datum, the arm, and we know what the weight was, we can then calculate something called a moment. A moment is the weight you measured times the arm of that weight. So it gives us a relative idea of where along that aircraft that weight occurred and how much that weight was. From that moment, and from the arms, and from the datum, all these pieces of data that we collected, we then calculated the center of gravity, which we will do in a separate video.